what's up, and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Hot Toys Batman The Dark Knight Returns Superman 6 scale figure. This looks so awesome. I really am looking forward to this particular piece. So I was kind of expecting them to do this, and we already knew that they did have like the Superman figure on the way too as well, because like in the previously released promo images of the battle damage version of Batman based on the Dark Knight Returns. You could see like the image of Superman like in one of the promo images, so we did know that Hot Toys was going to have the Superman figure on the way. So yeah, I think this is exciting news, and I'm going to get into this right now. Okay, here's the Hot Toys Batman The Dark Knight Returns Superman 6 scale figure. Now this really looks amazing, and this is like another must-have for me. I think this figure just looks so awesome. I like the muscularity in the suit, where you can see like the abdominals and everything like through the suit itself. It just really looks like simply amazing to me, and I'm glad that Hot Toys is continuing to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. So I think that's pretty awesome, So there's no question we're more likely to be getting like the armored version of Batman 2 as well. But I think this is an amazing piece, and this was kind of expected, because there's no question since they did like Batman, then we got the battle damage version coming out too. There's no question that Superman had to be plus we can even see an image of Superman in one of like the promo pics for the battle damage version of Batman based on The Dark Knight Returns. So yeah, I think this really looks awesome. Now the Superman figure based on The Dark Knight Returns will have two interchangeable portraits. He will also have swap out hands. He has a wired fabric cape, a gun, I think it's the sonic gun, and he also have a kryptonite arrow as well as a display base too as well. Another thing I think is pretty cool is that he has like these eyes which has like reflective lenses in them. So I think what they're meaning by that is you can like shine like a UV light on them, and it looks like they're glowing in the dark, like he's using his heat vision. So wow, I wonder if that's like a new technology that Hot Toys is trying to put in their figures now, instead of us using like a USB cable or like batteries. You just shine a light on it to make it like his eyes are glowing. So I think that's pretty awesome. I'm kind of curious about that, but still, like I was saying previously, I do think this Superman figure looks simply amazing, and he's kind of large too. He's like 34 centimeters tall. I think he's like just a little taller than like the other Batman figures that they have based on The Dark Knight Returns. Now the Superman figure, like the two different head sculpts, I think are amazing, and I think the battle damage one really like stands out too, cause I like how he has like the bloody mouth and so on. So I think that's pretty cool. And other than that though, I think this does have the it does have like the rolling eyeballs feature too. But I think it's pretty good. Now I must admit, I'm not really too sure how accurate it is to like the comic, because again, this is based like on like a graphic novel. It's like a comic book storyline, so it's kind of like hard to like really nail down like how accurate the likeness is to this, because it's not based like on a movie or anything like that. Even though they have adapted this into like an animated film, a two-part animated film. But I still think it's a pretty solid looking Superman. I like that he's not really aging too as well, because Bruce like is like real old and stuff, because he's like a normal human. But I think this is pretty cool, and I think like the bloody one really like stands out to me, like with the bloody mouth. I think that looks amazing. Superman apparently has like a newly muscular developed body that Hot Toys has developed, and it looks pretty cool, because I like how you can see like the abdominals and the chest like through the suit. And he's like really big and like beefy, looking like a bodybuilder. So I think that's pretty awesome looking. Even like the cape is like wired too as well, and I think he only has like one cape if I'm not mistaken, but it does have a wire in it, so you can't put like Superman like in a dynamic type flight poses and so on, and have the cape like fluttering in the wind. So I think all that is pretty awesome looking. So yeah, I'm looking forward to picking this particular piece up. And I see that the pole that he has, like the dynamic pole, I guess that would be able to hold him up. I'm not too sure, because I was hearing that these figures can be kind of heavy, so I'm not really too sure about how that's going to hold out. Will he be able to really like be like laying in the air, like flying like in the air, or will you just have to have him like standing up like he's lifting off? But it looks pretty cool though. And like a couple of the accessories that Superman comes with, which are light. He has like the kryptonite arrow, because you remember the Green Arrow shot the kryptonite arrow at him, Kind of, he was even one arm at that point too, like Oliver. He was like one arm. He only had one arm when he shot the green kryptonite arrow, where the kryptonite arrow had suit. So he does have that. Plus he has like the sonic gun. I think like in the animated version, that's what had Superman nose bleeding when Batman used like the sonic gun on him. it was like doing something to like his head and made his nose bleed, if I'm not mistaken, if I can remember correctly. So yeah, he also has the sonic gun that Batman was using on him too as well from the story, or you can say the animated film. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool looking. It looks awesome. I'm looking forward to picking up this particular piece. Like I said, I like the muscularity of the body too. It just looks really like cool. And this is something I think is very cool with Hot Toys. Instead of them giving us battery power eyes or USB power like light features for the eyes, they're using like this UV luminous effect on your eyes. So I think you have to have one of those like UV lights, and you just shine it on Superman's like face or around his eyes, and they'll light up like that. So wow, I think that's pretty amazing. But I know some people would like prefer like a LED light so they can just leave it on, especially if it was USB power. You could just leave it on, because right now you have to actually shine a light on his eyes to get it to light up. But that still is curious. I'm kind of curious how that would be like in the end, because I know other companies are kind of doing that too. Like with their figures, you have to shine like a light on the eyes of it to make them like they're glowing, like they're lit up. So I think that's pretty cool. Because even I wouldn't have the eyes on at all times, so that's why I say it kind of makes sense just to shine a light on them, just for like a promo image or just like for like photography pics. Hot Toys has the Batman The Dark Knight Returns Superman 6 scale figure scheduled to be released during like the first half of 2027. So I think between like January and June of 2027. So yeah, this is like a must have for me, because this would definitely go good with the other two like Batman figures from Hot Toys based on the Dark Knight Returns like storyline. So yeah, I'm betting that we will also get like the armored version of Batman, because that is the particular version of Batman that should go with this particular piece. I'm hoping that Carrie Kelly Robin is there too as well. I know that was like a kind of like a kid. I know Hot Toys don't really do like kids. So yeah, I'm not too sure if they're really gonna do that. But that still would be awesome to have that. I won't be surprised if we get the Joker, like the Mutant Leader. I could see people like that being like made too as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think this is an awesome and amazing looking piece. Even though he's like light on accessories, I still would be definitely picking up this particular figure. Yeah. Now Hot Toys has the Batman The Dark Knight Returns Superman 6 scale figure scheduled to be released on like the first half of 2027. So like between like January and June of 2027. So yeah, I think this is awesome. This is like another must have for me, and like a definite like Superman figure that I'll be like picking up. And I'm kind of curious about how Hot Toys is doing like the eyes feature. They're not giving us any like battery power feature or no USB power feature. You basically have to take like a UV light and like I think shine it like on Superman's face for it to make it like his eyes are glowing. So I think that's pretty cool, because I know other companies are doing that with their upcoming figures too. That have like lit up eyes. They aren't using like USB power features or like battery power features. They're using like a luminous effect on the eyes. You just shine like a light on them to make it like they're glowing. So that's kind of interesting and awesome, But anyway, I'm looking forward to this. So I'm betting that we'll be getting like the armored version of Batman from Hot Toys too as well. I'm hoping that Carrie Kelly Robin is there too as well. But I know like Hot Toys don't really do like children-based figures or like kid-based figures. So I know she wasn't an adult. So I'm kind of be surprised they wouldn't do her. But that would be cool if we can get her though. But I won't be surprised if we get like the Joker in this particular film, because I can even see them giving us like a head sculpt with the batarang in his eye. I can see Hot Toys doing that, like an alternate head sculpt with the batarang in his eye. I can really see them doing it. Even like the Mutant Leader, I won't be surprised they do. I can see them doing like them kind of two characters, But anyway, I'm really looking forward to this. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.